And in Ukraine, growing fears this evening over whether President Putin intends to deploy forces inside Ukraine beyond the pro-Russian territory he already controls. Richard Engel is in one of those areas in eastern Ukraine that's on edge tonight.
This is what it's like to live in a Ukrainian village next to separatist areas backed by Russia. The Ukrainian Interior Ministry says separatist fire killed at least one man here. The separatists have dramatically increased their attacks over the last several days, goading the Ukrainian military to fire back, now that they're protected by Russian President Vladimir Putin and the 150,000-plus troops he has near the border. Overnight, armored vehicles without markings were seen on the move in the pro-Russian enclaves after Putin recognized their independence. People there speak Russian, and Russia already has thousands of troops there. NATO says more Russian forces have arrived. But Putin is now signaling he's interested in more than just territory Russia already controlled. On Russian television today, Putin said he recognized the independence of areas firmly held by the Ukrainian government, including a major, somewhat rusting industrial city of 450,000, Mariupol on the Sea of Azov. Tonight, protesters in the city gathered to support their government and denounce Putin.
Do you think that he's going to stop?
I'm afraid that he wants to keep going.
And if he does keep going, what does that mean for you, for the people here?
It means that it doesn't mean that it's a time of peace. It means that it's a time of sadness. It's a time of war, of death.
Living in the crosshairs in a nation Putin says doesn't and shouldn't exist.
And tonight, Ukraine's President Zelensky, who has said he will not give in to Russia, announced he's calling up national reserves. Lester?
Richard, thanks. And so all this leaves the mystery, trying to figure out what Putin's next potential move might be. He may have already given away key clues through what he said and done in the past. Keir Simmons is in Moscow.
Tonight, the world again left wondering what Vladimir Putin has planned. We know what he thinks. Today on television, again saying Ukraine could end the crisis by renouncing its ambitions to join NATO. And his hour-long unscripted appearance last night, a more extreme echo of speeches he has made for 15 years. Railing against NATO in a famous 2007 speech, stunning Western leaders. Just this past July, writing Russians and Ukrainians were one people, a single, whole.
He's been in power for 22 years, so he doesn't think that anybody has any advice to give him anymore.
And we know what he's capable of, with thousands of Russian troops on Ukraine's border. Tonight, Russia's lawmakers approving the use of force. President Putin so far apparently undeterred by threats of sanctions and dismissing criticisms, including in our interview last year.
Do you worry that your opposition to NATO has actually strengthened it? For 6 years, NATO has spent more on defence.
That's some defence. Some defence.
He's gone to war 4 times. Chechnya, 1999, Georgia, 2008, Ukraine, 2014, Syria, 2015. In every single war, he's won. And that makes him more dangerous. I think he thinks he can win again.
Tonight, asked to respond to President Biden's televised announcement of sanctions, President Putin's spokesman said, "We didn't watch it."